And now we're going to focus on Paula. Paula says that her husband, this is Ryan's Roses. Paula said that her husband reconnected with an ex over Instagram. And she says she was fine with it. But then things changed. Paula, good morning. Thank you for coming on. So we know that you were fine with the reconnect on Instagram. But then what changed your mind? What happened?
I listen to Ryan's Roses all the time, and it got me thinking. I have this fear that he would send those to her instead of me.
So you think that if we were to call him, you heard other people, and if we were to call him, she would be top of mind, not you?
It's just a suspicion. I just need to know. I'm. If he doesn't send them to her, if he sends them to me, just let it go. Just don't confront him even. Because he just never even needs to know I did this. I just need to get the thought out of my head. Okay. We're going to get to the call right now. Let me just put you on hold. How long have you been married? We've been married for 8 years. Ryan's Roses. We're calling her husband next. I want to get into business mode here. Paula is on the line. She wrote to us for Ryan's Roses, and we're about to call her husband. She was fine with him reconnecting with an ex over Instagram. Why were you okay with that? Because, everyone in our lives, they come into our lives for a reason. They make us who we are. I don't feel like you have to cut off an ex just because it ended. I trust my husband. I love my husband. He's not going to be running off somewhere with someone. So and he's very open with me. He has communicated with me when they went to coffee, when they had lunch. But here I'm trying to figure out. So about to call him, but if you're fine with that, he's open with you, he communicates with you. What are you so worried about? Right. I listen to your show. I listen to Ryan's Roses. It just got me thinking. So you don't trust him, and you don't think he's communicating with you. You think he's going to send the roses to the other woman. I just want to know 100%. What is her name? Julie. Julie. Okay. All right, be very quiet. We're going to call him and see what we can find out. Just needs you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then his name on Kiss FM. Go ahead. Ryan, you have my permission to call on Kiss FM. All right, be very quiet. Here we go. Tanya, you're up.
Hello.
Hi, is this Seth?
It is.
Hi, Seth. My name is Liliana. I'm the owner of a new flower shop right here in Moreno Valley. It's Lilies and More. And I wanted to call and offer you a free dozen roses today. I don't need any information from you, just who you want to send them to and a note.
They're free?
Completely free. I don't need any of your credit card information. I'm being totally serious. I just need the name of who you want to send them to and the address, and I'll get them out by 1 p.m. today.
I've been told there's no such thing as a free lunch, so I think maybe I'll just turn those down.
I don't know who told you that, but that's not, we're doing this. We're new here, and we just want to get our name out there. So if you like the flowers, maybe next time you can buy some, or if you recommend us to friends and family, that's really all I'm asking for.
All right. If you don't need any credit card info, I guess there's no harm. Sure. Let's send these flowers to Julie.
Okay, perfect. Julie, that's so nice. Who's Julie to you?
She's just a friend.
Okay, because I can do red roses, I can do lilies. Our lilies are beautiful. And what do you want to put on the note?
Let's say, I hope these will brighten your day. Something like that.
So cute.
Seth, your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that your wife, Paula, is on the line, and we know, you should hear this, that we know about Julie and that she's an ex of yours, and you guys have been seeing each other with your wife knowing about. But now you've sent roses to her without thinking of your wife, saying, I hope These will brighten your day. Why is Julie, your ex, the first person you send romantic red roses to and not your wife?
Because she needs her day brightened. It's no big deal.
Okay, it is a big deal, and I won't speak about that. Paula, why don't you tell your husband, Seth, why it's a big deal?
Seth, why are you sending them to her? Why not send them to me?
Look, Paula, she's going through a really hard time right now. We're pals. We talk. I talked to her last night. Her job sucks. She got dumped. They're free flowers. I mean, what's the big deal here?
Wait, you were talking to her last night? Why were you talking to her last night?
Because she was in a really bad place.
No, Seth, I don't like your. I don't mean to be. I don't mean to say what I'm going to say, but I don't love the way you talk.
Well, all right. You mean you kind of sprung this whole thing on me, and now I gotta.
Well, that's fine. By the way, I didn't spring anything on you. Your wife thinks that something's going on with you and another woman, so I'm not involved at all. But I will say you sound so condescending and almost emotionless about it, and you have no understanding for why your wife may think something's wrong, which is, to me, is a red flag.
Well, I guess you're policing the way I'm responding when I'm on the middle of the area. I guess I'm a bit defensive.
Well, maybe Paula. Paula, do you think he sounds like someone that loves and cares for you? It doesn't sound like it to me.
Seth, I'm a little bit floored here because I thought you were telling me every time you were coming in contact with her, I thought we were having open discussions about this. And now you're telling me that you were talking to her yesterday. I'm trying to wrap my mind around this, and it's
Paula, look, I'm sorry. You sound super upset, and I wish we could have this discussion not on the air, but still, I get it. You sound like you've been sidelined here, and I do. I tell you every time we see each other. I didn't know I part of that was to let you know every time I make a call, right? Do you have to know about every phone call? Do you tell me about every phone call you have with, everybody in your life?
No, Seth. No, Seth, we're not playing that game. Do you tell me? This, for the moment, focuses on you, and I'm going to let you...
Game, Ryan? What game, Ryan? What game are we playing, Ryan?
Seth, this is not for us to debate. I'm going to let you guys go. I mean, you're welcome. You're very welcome. I'm going to let you guys go. And Julie is not, I don't think, Paula, Julie is who he should be sending red roses to. So, in my experience, Seth, I'm going to actually hang up on your line for a second.
He did say she was just a friend.
Shoot. I hung up on both of them. All right. If we know Paula's number, get her back. Seth, I don't need that guy. Seth's guilty. Seth's got something going on. First of all, he's condescending to his wife. You just heard that. There are a lot of things that you could jump to conclusions there. But also, it's just not okay that you send red roses to your ex when you're married. Like, it's just not. I'm not okay with it.
I agree with you. No, I totally agree with you. But I do find it weird that he said, when I said, who is she to you? He said, just a friend.
But that's not what I believe. I believe I don't know. I just have, I think
he's emotionally cheating, but I don't think he's physically cheated yet.
I don't like the way he spoke to his wife. Paula, I don't know what's happening with your husband, but he spoke in a tone that I didn't think was okay. Totally judgmental, and I probably shouldn't say it, but I really think there's something going on there, or there's something going on with the two of you that we don't even know about. But I'm a little worried about the way he spoke condescendingly to you.
I don't even know what to say. I'm floored.
Well, there's not much more we can do, and he's not having a lot of. He's not having it, so I just going to let you guys go and sort it out. But I do wish you luck, and I think that you should really, really listen to how he speaks to you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Good luck, Paul. Thank you for coming on. It's my naive 2 cents, but I just always worry when people are condescending to other people they're supposed to be partners with.
Yeah.
Just to recap, Ryan's Roses. This guy Seth talking to his wife bothered me.
Yeah.
I almost have less concern if the guy was cheating, but like sympathetic, empathetic, like had some emotion towards his wife.
Right.
But he was so talking in a derogatory, talking down, talking unequal partner type tone that it bothered me almost more than the cheaters.
I always want to give them the benefit of the doubt because I think sometimes, you know, if we're like, you're on the air and they kind of get thrown off and then their first knee-jerk reaction is anger. So I like to think that might not be how they always speak to their partner, but
so
not great.
I just was looking up how to deal with someone that talks down to you. You know, patronizing conversation.
What does Google say?
It says a lot of different things about it. I mean, some say just walk out, right? Just leave, but that's hard to do. Here, they say don't take it personally. That's hard to do. They say expect it and ignore it. I don't like that either. Be upfront and call them out. Excuse yourself. Maybe just excuse yourself. Like, you know what? I am not having this conversation while you talk like that. You can speak, but not with that. I don't know. Is it tone for me that's like a trigger? Tone triggers me.
Yeah, it's tone, but also, you know what's interesting is I think that maybe he talks to her like that all the time because.
But that's
you really
that's
need to
my
kind of,
red
like,
flag
nip this
warning.
in the bud. Yeah, you need to like nip this in the beginning because if it becomes a pattern, it's a lot harder to break a pattern.
But I worry what's behind that pattern, I think is what I'm saying to you. Like, where there's smoke, there could be fire, and that freaked me out a little bit.
Oh, this reminds me of the conversation we put a pin in last week about Mark and Kelly Ripa.
How could this remind you of that perfect couple?
Because you were saying how they're so in sync and they like really have it down. And I said, were they always that way? Or did they have to, like, did they go through some growing pains in the beginning?
Well,
You said you'd find out.
Okay, well, text me early tomorrow morning, and when I'm with her, I'll ask.
Okay.
All right, but you have to get up early.
Like 3 a.m.
Whatever. You can get up at 3:30. All right, let me grab Miranda. Hi, good morning, Miranda. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, what do you think? You heard what we're saying. What do you think about Seth, Ryan's Roses?
So my thought is you guys didn't ask a really important question, and that's what was their breakup about, you know? Like,
I know.
did you dump him?
Do you know what happens to us, Miranda? Not to give you any excuse, but almost as if you're listening, you're in it, you kind of, like, you have all these thoughts, and you ask questions, and then when you look back at it, you go, I wish I would have asked this. Kind of like if you're in a conversation like that, you know?
Yeah,
with
no, I
somebody
get
you know.
it. I just wonder, like, if she dumped him, then like he's probably maybe still has feelings for her, and like
he's got a chip. I don't know, right? But still, he had a chip on his shoulder. He had a weird tone about it, and he sent the red roses to the ex-girlfriend when he's married. It seems all bad.
Oh no, he's totally in the wrong. He's totally in the wrong. I'm just saying, like, maybe he's got feelings for her and he's not telling anybody, you know? Because like I had an ex who was still into his ex, you know, and eventually they got back together because he still had unresolved feelings. And it really sucks to be on the other side of that. But it's like this guy needs to own up to whatever he's feeling, right?
You know what sucks? When we, as individuals, let someone into our hearts and then get hurt by them.
Yeah.
Preach, brother.
It
that
does.
is and every time someone's in that organ, it kind of back of your mind, you're like, you will hurt me.
And don't you feel like
true.
it makes
It's
your
hard to
heart
trust.
like shrink a little?
Yeah, it takes a piece away. Tubbs, you're welcome to jump into this, but once we let someone in our heart, beware, caution flags everywhere, because that person has the power to crush you.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have the power to make your life beautiful.
For how long? Until they crush you. Miranda, we don't want to bring you into this, but you understand, and have a good day. You know what I mean? Like, think about, I don't want to use names, but Patty, go ahead.
I am grateful that I am not loved the way I thought I wanted to be loved.
Okay, we need to put a pin in that because what the hell?
I think we need another show. I don't know when it airs, 11 p.m. at night, called the Pin Cushion Podcast.
The Pin Cushion. Hold on, that is a lot to unpack. Do we have time right now, Ryan, or do we need to move
we
forward?
definitely don't have time right now. We may have to do it tomorrow.
No, not tomorrow. I was going to say, can you play some commercials and songs and we come back to it?
Let me say it again. I am grateful that I am not loved the way I thought I wanted to be loved.
Can I understand it first? I'm grateful I am not loved. Oh, because you thought you wanted a different kind of love?
I was looking for
Fairy
a
tale
different kind of love. We're all looking for someone to fill a void inside us. But no one can ever fill that void because you have to fill that void for you.
Right, but I'm just saying, to go back on the same theme, once someone's in, they have the keys to the castle to crush you.
No, they don't. That's
Just to
because
hurt
you
you.
gave them the keys. You shouldn't
I
give anyone
got my
the keys
key.
to
Whatever,
anything.
Fob's key. Trust me, if I fall in love with someone and they leave me, I'm hurt. Like there's no,
crushed.
I was filled before they came into my heart. I'm gonna be fine. No,
Yes.
Patty, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. I don't know
does
who
work
you
that
guys
I
are.
am an example of that.
I'm gonna make an executive decision.